Okay, this is just kind of a follow-up video. I just did a little bit of extra research in the past few minutes here. Um, the part here on this video where I talked about, he says, Nikolai, TikTok, TikTok, and I said, maybe it has to do with Tesla and time travel or something. Then I thought of the movie Left Behind, and the guy in Left Behind who is the Antichrist, his name is Nikolai Carpathia. So I guess, I don't know, maybe they're actually referencing the Antichrist in that part there where he says, Nikolai, tick-tock, tick-tock. But also I just kind of looked at Left Behind here. Is actually, the movie was based on the novel by this guy and this guy here. And I clicked on this guy, Tim LaHaye, and of course, he's 88 years old this year, born on April 27th. And then the other thing for this movie was the main character, I guess, is Kirk Cameron. Yeah, so Kirk Cameron here. And I clicked on Kirk Cameron. And what do you know? He's 44 years old this year. Who knows? I guess I probably could watch Left Behind, the series, and I bet you this movie has all kinds of stuff in it. I don't really have time right now, but I just wanted to throw that out there that the Nikolai part might have something to do with the Antichrist. The other thing, there was a part on the airplane where I said he says 1620, and there was 162 people on the Air Asia flight. But right after that he says, Eric is next. I have no idea why he says Eric is next. So I just did a little research on the name Eric. I literally just typed in, I think I just typed in Eric, and it brought me to this, I don't know if it's a book. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a novel from 1858, and it's called Eric or Little by Little, and it's by Frederick W. Farrer. And so, I mean, FF 66, the W could be the 6 as well, so you could have a 666 in his name. He died on 3/22, 111 years ago, at the age of 71. So, I mean, that was a pretty recurring thing in the Castaway movie. Also, he was a pallbearer at the funeral of Charles Darwin, it says here. And Charles Darwin, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff around him too, but I just noticed this, and that's all I really looked up. But he died age 73. Anyway, the book here, Eric or Little by Little, if you scroll on here, it says the book is credited with helping to increase the popularity of the first name Eric in English-speaking countries, although not with Eric Arthur Blair, who is actually George Orwell. So this book I can't even say the word right now. It made the name Eric popular in English-speaking countries, but not with George Orwell, who is Eric Arthur Blair. And I'm just saying that because, I mean, he's a pretty influential and, like, popular person, so I just found that interesting. Also, Tom Hanks is 58 years old this year, and Castaway was released in the year 2000. So if you take 14 minus 58, or 58 minus 14, you get 44. So he was 44 years old when the movie Castaway was released. Also, I was just going to talk about, I wrote it in here earlier, but I was at work today, and I realized the part where I said he was gone for 4 years, 40 days, and then it says 4 weeks later when he finally arrives back in America to see his old girlfriend. But it's actually 4 years and 39 days because I didn't add the leap year in 1996. So because he writes 1,500 days on the deal when he's leaving, that he was there for 1,500 days. And basically, he leaves on Christmas night, and it doesn't show the time anywhere in the movie at like what time he leaves. It shows that something at 10 after, but it doesn't show the exact time. So I'm not for sure, but he leaves at night on Christmas, and then the movie insinuates that it's just like a little bit of time in the air, and then the plane crashes or whatever. So you assume that it's when he wakes up, it's December 26th on the island. So he would December 26th, and then you add 1,500 days to that. It's actually February 3rd or 2-3. Is another 2332 reference, but that doesn't really make sense considering that I looked up, he's from Memphis, so I looked up the flight from Memphis to Malaysia, and it says it's a 19-hour and 45-minute flight. And then with the time difference, by the way, the time is what is it, GM plus 8 or whatever, the time zone that the Air Asia flight crashed or whatever. They keep showing the time in the plus 8. But anyway, so you'd have 19 hours, 45 minutes, plus another 11 hours because of the time difference, because they're like 11 hours ahead. So if he left on Christmas night, even if he left at like 11 at night, it's going to be 33 hours ahead before he would even have been close to there to crash the plane, which means that it would have been most likely December 27th. But you can't really find it in the movie, but they do insinuate that it's supposed to be December 26th. What I find even weirder is that before this plane was even missing, I hadn't made any videos about planes or anything whatever, but for some reason I thought of Buddy Holly and Amelia Earhart the other day, and I made a video on it. And I also was gonna post a video the other day about the Final Destination movie, and maybe I'll make that video. But I have it all written down. I was on like an airplane kick, and then the airline goes missing. I don't know. I find that strange, but who knows? I'm just wondering. They said Eric is next. So, what does that mean for sure? I've been trying to find that in the news. And also, his girlfriend says, just make sure you're home by New Year's Eve, or by New Year's. And she says Saturday's out, so she means the 31st. If you look at 1995, it would be a Sunday the 31st. So she wants him home by then. And then now they've found the plane and everything, so they are kind of home before New Year. I don't know. Interesting. But who knows? I'm just gonna keep looking. I wanted to make a short video. I can't believe I'm a rambler. A gambler. Anyway. Have a great night.